I'm John Pinick with the Mohave Valley Daily News, and this is your daily dose for Monday, January 4th. Happy New Year. Let me be the last, I'm sure, to congratulate you and wish you a Happy New Year. Today's daily dose is brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center in Fort Mohave, Arizona. Don't wait weeks for an appointment at a local hospital. Tri-State Radiology Center offers you same-day or next-day appointments, and they're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Tri-State Radiology accepts most all insurances. So for all your radiology needs, call Tri-State Radiology Center, where your image means the world to us. All right, let's see what's going on this first day of the new year. First work day of the new year. Making it official, Laughlin Bridge, not the official name of the Colorado River crossing. The bridge that we currently have up in Bullhead City that crosses over the Colorado River into Laughlin has never officially been given a name, although we've called it Laughlin Bridge for a long, long time. They're going to, at the city council meeting tomorrow night, the main thing on the agenda is a request from city council to name the bridge, officially name it, the Laughlin Bridge. It's been in existence since 1987. Don Laughlin, I'm sure we're all familiar with Mr. Laughlin, built the bridge out of his own funds. It was about $3 million between 1985 and 1987. Since then, more than 600 million vehicles have crossed over it. So they're going to be petitioning the Nevada government that they rename it that. Other things on the agenda: city council members will hear reports from City Manager Toby Cotter about COVID-19, building abatement projects, Southwest Gas rate case, and the EPCOR rate case. They also have an executive session planned where they'll be discussing the evaluation of City Manager Toby Cotter. Speaking about EPCOR, city wins fight for info about Johnson case. So we've heard a little bit about this. What the city was trying to do is become an intervener. EPCOR is purchasing the assets of Johnson Utilities down in the significant territory down in Florence, Santan, and Queen Creek. They've been running it for a while. They took it over when Johnson Utilities was having some service issues down there, so they were allowed to take it over and run it. Now they're asking to purchase it. They got an agreement with Johnson Utilities, and the value, so the city asked to be an intervener in it, in the case, so they could be there for all the information and that. That was denied. Then they asked to get the documentation on it. That was also denied. The city manager, Toby Cotter, sent in a rebuttal to that, and now they are allowed to have that information, an unredacted copy of that information. So what it turns out is that EPCOR is trying to purchase it for $110.3 million. They're saying that the value of the system here is $130 million. What's interesting about that is that they're saying that's worth 110 and ours is worth 130. They have 16,000 customers here in Bullhead. They have 30,000 water customers and 40,000 wastewater customers. So they have 70,000 customers down there at a value of 110 million, but they're saying that our 16,000 customers here are valued of 130 million. So that's why Mr. Cotter wanted to be involved in this and get the information from it. The court case is set to start for Bullhead City in the takeover on February 22nd. So this is good information. Thank you, City Manager Cotter. Bullhead City Schools started back up today. They are saying that all of the elementary school district and all of the high school district will be back to school today. Those that tested positive for COVID over the winter break or are in some sort of quarantine are supposed to stay home until cleared by a medical professional. The meals will start again on Wednesday. The buses that go around and deliver all the meals will be fired up again on Wednesday. They provide breakfast and lunches for 3 days, so it's supposed to, they'll be doing it Wednesday, Thursday through Saturday, and then and that's 3 days worth of meals. So we'll see. If you had a survey went out prior to all this asking you if you want to do in-person or remote learning. If you didn't fill that out and send it back, then they're planning on you being there in person, so make sure your students make it out there. Sports, it was a rough weekend again. Rams beat Arizona 18-7 to knock the Cardinals out of the playoffs. The Rams were down to their backup quarterback, John Wolford. It was his NFL debut. He led them to an 18-7 win over the Cardinals. When I say he led them, they didn't score an offensive touchdown. They scored 9 points on defense, but it was still enough to knock the Cardinals out of the playoffs. Kyler Murray got injured in the first quarter, so he missed most of the game. He ended up with 87 yards. The Cardinals missed the playoffs for the 5th consecutive year. So after Kyler Murray went out, Chris Streveler came in, and they were also without Larry Fitzgerald, two big weapons between Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. So they got bounced. Other teams, Derek Carr rallied the Raiders to a 32-31 win over Denver. The Raiders are also out of the playoffs. Some teams that got in yesterday, the Titans win the South. You saw Derrick Henry ran for like 250 yards. Like I said, the Rams got in. They won their game, but when the Packers beat the Bears, the Rams got in anyway. The Bears also got in because they knocked the Cardinals out. The Colts got in, Browns got in. I think the Browns, that was the first time since 2002, and the Ravens all got in. Weather-wise, it's supposed to be in the mid-50s all week. There's a slight chance of rain, a very slight chance of rain, and a little breezy today. So button up and get ready. All right, well, I hope everyone had a great New Year. I hope everyone stayed safe, and I hope that 2021 is a much, much more improved year than last year. I hope everyone is safe and prosperous and have a great New Year. So the Daily Dose is brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center. They offer same or next day appointments and accept most insurances, including Medi-Cal. They have a wide open MRI and offer digital x-rays with your reports ready in 24 hours. So call them today for an appointment at 928-460-7226. Remember, our Daily Dose, Valley Voices, our Athlete of the Week. We'll be having our Educator of the Month coming up here next week. We'll also have our Athlete of the Month for December coming up here next week as well. All those are available on our YouTube channel. They're also on our website and on our Facebook and our Instagram and on our Twitter, across all of our platforms. They're also on all of our streaming services listed in the description below, including the Anchor app, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. There's a whole list of them down there, so check them out. All right, everyone, have a great Monday, have a great 2021, and I hope to see you here tomorrow.